Hello, 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 hello. I'm so excited to jump into this episode. Today we're going to be talking about one of my favorite authors of all time. Um, and everything. But if you're new here, hit that like button, ring that bell for notifications. Also, please subscribe. Help a girl out. My goal is to hit 100 subscribers before the end of the year. Right now we're at 47, so please, guys, help us out. Please, please. Um, today. If you're new, so what is Down the Rabbit Hole before you guys even ask? Down the Rabbit Hole is where we go down the rabbit hole of people of history, weird events of history, paranormal activity, history, weird history, paranormal stuff, folklore, urban legends, yada yada yada, stuff like that. Anything interesting, we go down the rabbit hole and we discuss. I am sitting on my bed because I just don't feel like cleaning my desk off right now, and you know what I'm talking about. Anybody who knows who's been adulting, you know what I'm talking about. Now, I love true crime. I love crime shows in general. And one of my favorite crime writers of all time, Agatha Christie. Yes, Agatha Christie. Okay, I'm get to calm down for a minute. I'm so excited though. But should this be on Dark Academia Queen? Yes, but that's if we really want to get into her life. But we really just want to talk about her disappearance right now. And then I might put this on do a full episode on my Dark Academia Queen, on her life and everything else. But for now, we're going to be talking about her disappearance. And this would happen on December 3rd, 1926, when she would go missing from her home in Sunningdale, Berkshire, not to be seen again for 11 days. And on that day in history, we will take a look at the story of her disappearance, what sparked the biggest organized searches for a missing person, and a plot that we could have seen coming straight out of one of her novels. Oh my gosh! So are you excited to talk about it? Well, at the time of her disappearance, she was 36, best-selling author who had just published her sixth novel, The Murder of Roger Ackroyd, and her career was on an upward trajectory. Now, but her personal life was hanging on in the balance. And Christie's husband, Archie, was having an affair with a younger woman by the name of Nancy Neal. I knew what Nancy was. Now, anyway, and had asked for a divorce. And to make matters worse, Christie was struggling to cope with the recent death of her beloved mom. And on the night of December 3rd, 1926, following an argument with her husband, she left her home driving away in her Morris Corley car. Now, the following day, the car was found abandoned several miles from Guildford, Surrey, on the edge of Chalkpit. Inside the Christie coat, a suitcase of clothes and a driver's license of the famous novelist, however, was nowhere to be seen. And desperate for clues, detectives secured her manuscript and analyzed letters and seen in the secretary and her husband the days before she vanished. Police explored the possibility that she might have committed suicide, focused their work on the nearby pond called the Silent Pool. Now, over 1,000 policemen, numerous search dogs, and 1,500,000 volunteers were enlisted in the search, and a sizable reward was offered by one newspaper. Now, fellow crime writer Sir Arthur Conan Doyle and Dorothy L. Sayers were drafted to help, and days went by and still there was no sign of Agatha Christie. Now, eventually, 11 days after her disappearance, she was found at a spa hotel in Harrogate, and she had been checked under the name of Teresa Neal, using the same surname as her husband's mistress, and claimed to have arrived from South Africa. Now, with her picture appearing in all newspapers, the staff and guests at the hotel soon recognized her, and the police was notified. Now, Archie left Yorkshire to go collect his wife in a reunion that was awkward by all accounts in the day she returned. At that time, he was all quoted saying, she did not know who she was, and she has suffered from the most complete memory loss. Now, Christie was divorced from Archie in 1928, and soon after, he would marry his mistress, Nancy Nell. And Christie went on to marry a British archaeologist, Max Malowin. I actually like that name, Max. I might add that to my list of potential baby names. I'm not pregnant by no means. Trust me, I don't want kids at this very moment. I love kids, but I'm like the ant life at the moment. So, what prompted her strange disappearance of one of her most famous novelists of all time? So, Some have conjectured that he intended to frame her husband for her murder, and others have speculated that it could have been an elaborate publicity stunt for her next novel. Perhaps she was experiencing extreme mental stress from the death of her mom and the breakdown of her marriage, and maybe she did indeed have some memory loss. And it seems that we'll never know what exactly happened during her 11-day disappearance, but the enduring mystery continues to fascinate and confuse her fans to this very day. What do y'all think? Do y'all think she just had a mental breakdown and just lost it and just needed a break from everything? Or do you think maybe it was applied to for a PR stunt, maybe? Honestly, I want to say it made a perfect example from a novel. Trust. That sounds really fun. I am not gonna lie to y'all. But that is it for this episode. I will see y'all next time. As we talk about the Joshua Ward house, and then we're gonna talk about the Black Pelican restaurant, and then Sax Cover Bridge as well. Y'all have a great day.